it's raining cats and dogs, but in Seattle, it's raining donuts. I've never seen anything like this before. It's just wild. People are carrying around umbrellas and coffee, looking up at the sky because it's literally raining donuts. Glazed, sprinkles, chocolate, all different types of donuts are falling from the sky. The people look up because they're not sure what's going on. A kid's got his mouth open. He's reaching out, trying to catch one of these falling donuts. It's like a dream, man. Donut falling from the sky. People start running through the streets because they're like, what the heck is happening? The camera pans over to an older gentleman. He's sitting down on a bench, taking off his glasses. He looks up at the sky, shakes his head, and goes back to reading his newspaper. Like this is just another Tuesday in Seattle. I guess that's how it must feel when it rains every day. There's some guy walking through the street with like 6 donuts on his hand, throws them up in the air, catches them. Another person walks by, takes 2 of those donuts, and then runs away. You know, just a normal day in Seattle. People are soaked in donut batter. They don't really seem to care. A couple people are like taking pictures of it. People are walking by, slipping on the greasy, wet pavement, covered in sprinkles. There's a bunch of them gathered together. They're like pointing up at the sky. Some guy in the background throws a donut at him, hits him right in the back of the head. Everyone cheers. It was like a home run or something. I don't know. I didn't see the play, but they were all celebrating like he just hit a grand slam or something. A little girl looks up at the sky, looks down at her empty hands, and then starts crying. She's like, I wanted a donut. I wanted a donut. So bad. Then a guy walks by, hands her a donut. She lights up. The people around her start taking pictures. And I think that this is the only moment in the video where people are EO'd and covered in donut batter. Like everyone else seems pretty stoked about it. But this girl is just like the only person that was actually able to get a fresh donut. It's wild because you can see the camera person here has like 8, 9, 10 donuts in front of them. They're just like laying there on the ground. No one's touching them. People are walking around, not touching them. Donuts everywhere. You can see the people in the background. They're like, this is crazy. This is insane. What the heck? How are we gonna deal with all of these donuts? I don't know. Man, you just gotta deal with it. I mean, I don't know what the solution is. This is obviously a very serious problem. The whole town seems to be kind of freaked out about it. But I guess they've dealt with worse because everyone keeps their cool and they just keep walking. It's just another day in Seattle. But seriously, look at all these donuts. Some guy picks up a box of donuts and walks away. He's like, I'm just gonna take these home. I'll deal with them later. There's a group of 4 guys and they're just staring up at the sky. One of them reaches out, tries to catch a donut, just misses it. All the other guys, they just laugh. They're like, dude, you missed it. That was so close. Now you can see the scale of how much is actually falling from the sky. It's like a massive amount of donuts. And the cameraman is just standing there in the middle of it with their arms full of donuts. It's like they're just letting them pile up on him at this point. People are getting drenched in glaze. The camera pans up to the sky. Doesn't really show us anything. But it's like, look, this is how it looks from above. There's just tons and tons of donuts raining down on the city. You can see the person behind the camera. They're like holding out their hands, trying to catch them, but there's too many. There's too many donuts. You see the kid behind them? He's like, no, no, I want those. And he starts picking the donuts out of their hands. The camera person's not really thrilled about it, but like, whatever. Man, you do what you gotta do. Then a woman behind them starts screaming, woohoo, donut, donut, donut. Like she's on drugs. I don't know what this woman is on, but she's definitely on something. People are gathered in groups, talking about how this is crazy, what they're gonna do about it. Some guys like, donuts are fine, whatever. I'm good with it. While the rest of the people are freaking out. And then you can see the old man again, sipping his coffee, looked up at the sky for a second, and then went back to drinking his coffee like an ass. Just another day in Seattle. It's raining donuts. Old man yells at a cloud, can't you pick somewhere else to rain donuts? I'm sick of donut rain. Man, can't you go somewhere else? And the cloud just sits there. It's like, nah, I'm not gonna listen to you, old man. You're just gonna deal with it. The whole town is covered in donuts. It's like a scene from a movie, but it's real life. A car drives by and sprays all the donuts off the road. Donuts everywhere. People are walking by, stepping on them, squishing them, making a total mess. There's this one guy who's walking by with a big smile on his face. He steps on a donut and goes, ah, but then he looks down at his shoe and freaks out because there's glaze all over his shoe. A woman walks up to the camera person and she's like, can I have a donut? Please? 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 She reaches out, grabs a handful of donuts, she walks away, and then a guy behind them is like, dude, you got any more of those? The camera person's like, yeah, nope, sorry, man, they're all gone. Then the guy behind him starts screaming and freaks out. They're a group of tourists in the middle of all this. And they have no idea what's going on. They're like, what? 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 What is happening here? Why is it raining food? Is this normal? Then the people around them are like, yeah, it's totally normal. Don't worry about it. People are walking around, dodging donuts, trying not to step on them. A little kid opens his mouth wide, tries to catch one, and misses. It's like a fish trying to catch a donut. You can see the people in the background. They're like, I can't believe this. I've never seen anything like this before. Is this real life? Am I dreaming? And then you see the old man again. He's sitting there calmly, sipping his coffee. He looks up at the sky and he's like, you know, I used to love the rain, but now it's just too much. It rains. Cats, dogs, money, donuts. I mean, what else is this world gonna throw at me? I'm just an old man sitting on a park bench. He takes a deep breath, closes his eyes, and goes back to sipping his coffee. He's like, ah, sweet coffee. Why do you have to be so good? He takes another sip and then he opens his eyes and looks at the camera. He's like, you know, sometimes you just gotta say, screw it, right? You gotta go with the flow. You gotta roll with the punches. Life's gonna throw you curveballs. Man, you gotta be ready for it. He takes another sip of coffee and smiles. He's like, ah, yeah, that's the ticket. Coffee and donuts. Baby, who could ask for anything more? People are still walking around, dodging donuts, trying to keep themselves from getting covered in sprinkles and glaze. One person slips and falls. Everyone cheers. You can see the people in the background. They're like, this is crazy. This is insane. What the heck? How are we gonna deal with all of these donuts? I don't know, man. You just gotta deal with it. I mean, I don't know what the solution is. A couple people try to make a run for it, but they're not getting far. It's like they're not making it out of this donut zone. The camera pans up to the sky, doesn't really show us anything, but it's like, look, this is how it looks from above. There's just tons and tons of donuts raining down on the city. I don't know why this video was made or what the point of it was, but I'm glad it was.